stuck here in Michigan. It's cold, it's rainy. Today's like June 19th, Juneteenth. I'm gonna get a haircut here today. 38 bucks for my beard and my haircut. I think I just paid 4 bucks in Egypt not too long ago. Let's see how they do. American style haircut and shave. The haircut, the beard, looking a little better, huh? I look normal now. About 52 bucks with tip and everything out the door for a shave and a haircut. A little bit more expensive than Thailand. Anyways, I left Thailand April 27th and haven't been back since. In this video, I'm gonna give you guys a little update on what's going on with me. I'm kind of like stuck in America right now, and I'll tell you about that. I recently went to the doctor. I'll tell you about my checkup. I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house here. So here's the story is back in, I planned on going on a trip somewhere in the spring, but really I didn't plan on going back to America for a while. I mean, I'm not in Thailand right now. Like, this is amazing. Like, I never hear loud vehicles, but I start making a video and it's like I'm in Thailand again. It's just amazing. It follows me wherever I go. Anyways, I'm sitting out here on my new deck that I had just built over here in Michigan. I'm looking for a tenant for this duplex I have. My tenant moved out, and I had to come home to America and figure out, like, am I going to sell this place? Am I going to rent it to somebody else? What am I going to do? And I had a big discussion with my kid. He was considering wanting to move out. He's living on one half of this duplex, and the other side I rent out. Well, he decided he wants to stay here. I think he started looking at rent other places and found out he's getting a pretty good deal staying here. So he decided to stay. I had to do a bunch of work, and I had to rebuild the decks, this deck and the one on the other side. I'll show you guys these. I'll show you guys these in a second. But then, you know, now I'm looking for a tenant to come and live in this side of my duplex. So I'm kind of stuck here until I find somebody to move in. Like, you know, I can't rely on anybody else to deal with this for me. I got to do it myself. Let me show you what I did here. I just put in this Trex deck, and it was some old wood that I had painted a few times, and it was literally just falling apart. And this is the side I'm going to rent out. This is the side I'm staying on right now, and my son is staying on this other side over here. I've been trying to catch some chipmunks, not working too good. Robin. And this deck here, I just redid this one too with Trex. This one I had to put a railing because it's up higher. But this is it. This is what I've been doing. So I'll show you guys the unit that I'm renting out here. And a little messy. One of the things I've been doing while I've been home, besides trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Oh, check it out. I had these dumpsters here for the deck, and I threw away tons of stuff. So here it is, a whole bunch of my stuff ready to go. Let me show you guys. They're picking it up today. I emptied out some stuff. Some of this stuff was stuff my tenant had left. Other stuff, my stuff. And also the two decks that I pulled the boards off to remodel. So I downsized. I got rid of tons of stuff. But one thing that I do have is a lot of sports memorabilia. So I've been sorting through. There's some app I found that does like an AI, gives you the prices of everything. And I'll probably have my kid try to sell stuff on eBay or something while I'm gone. I mean, this stuff used to mean a lot to me. It doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. But the living room, the kitchen. And when I bought it, I painted and put these granite countertops in. And it's got a little laundry room. It's a cute little place. I'm getting some decent leads. Some people are coming to look at it, getting some applications. Little bathroom. And the master bedroom's actually pretty big in this place. This here, got a nice walk-in closet. And my tenant, she had been here for 5 years, and it was a friend of a friend, somebody I knew. She left me this bed to use. She knew I was coming home, but I'll probably have to get rid of all this stuff when I rent the place out. But it's a nice little deck out here. I mean, the tenant left that barbecue. I just painted this table and been just doing a bunch of work, doing some painting, painted some doors, painted some trim, different things like that. I'm trying to rent this place out for $1,500, and that will include all the utilities. I don't like to have people put stuff in their name at my house, so I just pay everything, and they just pay me. I got geothermal here. I put a geothermal. It's a new well, new water softener, all kinds of stuff like that. So I think they're getting a pretty good deal. Even probably throw in the internet too. I'll just let them have the password. So before I came to America, I traveled for like 4 or 5 weeks, and I went to Japan and Korea. I took my girlfriend to Japan, which I'm sure you guys saw some of those videos. The Korean videos, I just put up an Abu Dhabi video. Now I still have videos from Egypt, Cyprus, and some different places in Greece that I'll be putting up in the near future. Some interesting stuff. I went and saw some interesting stuff on the island of Cyprus. It's part Turkey, part Greece. There's an interesting dynamic there, and I think I might have an interesting video there. Probably something from Egypt too. That was a very interesting place. What have I noticed since I've been back in America? Like, yeah, I mean, obviously the prices are high. You know, like I said, my haircut. I saw the other day, I went to get one of those gumballs from the gumball machine. It used to be 10 cents, then a quarter. I saw other ones that are a quarter, but this one particular one I was about to try to get a gumball at. I wanted a gumball, 50 cents. I'm like, oh, screw that. That's crazy. But, you know, food, everything's pretty expensive, but whatever. That's no big deal. I met up with a few of my friends, hung out a little bit, went to a graduation party. Pretty low key for me though, because like it was 2 solid weeks of working every day on this deck. It was like a full-time job. And you know, as soon as I get a tenant, hopefully I can skedaddle out of here. But I do got to tell you guys something. Like, I got a 1-year-old grandkid now, a grandson, and for whatever reason, I mean, you know, you guys know I'm kind of a dick, but this kid loves me. Like, every time I walk in the house over there, he's like smiling and so happy and wants me to hold him. And he's kind of like, when I was here last time, it was, you know, an infant crying. And obviously, you know, it's hard to bond with an infant, especially when you have a low tolerance for kids. But this kid, he's like never crying. He's always happy. And so I think I'm going to have to probably, you know, when I do get back to Thailand, probably start making more trips back here. Now, would this cause me to come back and live in America? Because I could just live right here, you know, on this side of the duplex, and they'd probably have me babysitting all the time and changing diapers. Hell no. But no, I'm not doing that. I miss Thailand. I'm chomping at the bit to get back. I mean, it's just, you know, literally like the day after I finished the decks and tried to do a little, you know, some other things, I've just bored out of my mind. Now, in the last 2 days, I've been working, cataloging all these sports memorabilia, so that's kind of giving me something to do. But you know, I can't wait to get a lease signed and get out of here. Hopefully it's sooner than later. But like I said, I'm stuck here till it happens. Good news and bad news as far as my medical. I'll give you quickly the bad news. All this work and bending over and all this shit, I got a hemorrhoid like you guys would not believe. I think at some point in time, like, I guess this happens to people, I may have to have a surgery and get that shit repaired. But my blood work. So I went to the doctor because every year or whenever I come home, I try to get prescriptions filled, you know, to take back to Thailand, because it's just easier. And I told you guys, you know, after I moved to Bangkok and I was trying that Zingify, the Korean red ginseng, I was on it for 4 months, and I lowered my blood pressure pill. So from a whole pill of Kozar is the name, and I was taking a half a pill. And I went to the doctor, and my blood pressure was 110/60. So, I mean, maybe at some point I may not even have to take a blood pressure pill. I don't, you know, it's hard to say. Do I attribute it to the this Korean red ginseng Zingify that I've been taking, or is it, is it just, I don't know, that I've just been busy, traveling and walking around and stuff like that. But I was in pretty good shape. My last physical, when I went last, it was August 22nd. The last time I went and had a medical checkup and had my blood work done, I was in pretty good shape then. So let me give you some other pleasant surprises, and I'll show you guys on the screen here my reports from last August till now. My cholesterol, which has been rising, it's been like rising for years, like constantly. Every time I go to the doctor, it goes up. And when I went to get the medicine, I didn't even really fast. I mean, yeah, I didn't eat yet that day, but usually when you go to the doctor, I give it like 12 hours. It was only like 9 hours that I didn't eat, and my cholesterol dropped. And like I said, it's been going up steadily. It dropped from 247 to 205, so under 200 is good. And now I'm at 205, which I'm super happy about. I don't even know how that happened. HDL, that went from 61 to 65, and that one, the higher is better. LDL went from 175 to 131, which is a huge drop. And VLDL, I think it is, dropped from 11 to 9, which that's something to do with your liver. So everything is good. And, some guys, when I initially told you guys about the Zingify, and I was feeling great and everything, and I really am. And, some guys on this channel like, oh, Greeny, you're a snake oil salesman. Well, if I can share my experience with any one of you guys and you try it and get the same results I am, it's a win for both of us. So, order this Zingify if you want to try it. I'll put the email and the code here. I think it's code Greeny. I'll put the email right here. If you want to order it, you'll get 20% off. But I'm telling you, you can call me a snake oil salesman if you want or whatever. But since I've been taking this, I've only been feeling better and better and better. Lost weight. Now, like I said, I went to the doctor. My cholesterol is down. My blood pressure is down. And I got, like I said, I was in pretty good shape last year when I went. So I got, it's hard. I'm not a scientist. I can't say, like, yes, it's attributing to that. But shit, I mean, I can't explain it. I can't explain how, like, I knew I was feeling better, but I didn't realize that my blood work would be this much better in just like a 10-month period. So that's it. When I was in Korea, I actually met with the owner, one of the founders of Zingify, and I did an interview. It's like a half-hour interview. It's very long. I haven't put it out yet. I did put it on YouTube, like unlisted, but if you want to watch it and you want to learn more about it, because I learned a lot talking to this guy. I mean, it's a lot of science with this stuff I had no clue about. So I will put the video up here. Just click on that if you want to learn more about Korean red ginseng, specifically Zingify. That's the brand that I'm taking, and you can learn more about it. I'll put that video out. Maybe that'll be my next video I actually put out to the general public, but you can check it out by clicking up here. So that's it, man. I'm still feeling great. I'll probably feel better when I get the hell out of America. However, that long flight is going to suck because, I like to mix it up, but just the prices are too much to go to Europe and dick around and go back to Thailand. I did that on the way here, so I'm just going to fly back when I can. And in the next week or two, hopefully I can get some of these other videos up. Cyprus, which is an amazing retirement spot, different than Thailand, but amazing. Crete, Greece, that would be an amazing place to live. Athens, Cairo, Egypt. So I'll try to get these things up. I haven't had time to edit videos. Just maybe a couple from the Korea. I'm so far behind. It's crazy. I'm just, but that's life, that's life. I guess if I'm going to be keeping this property, I got to keep maintaining it and whatever. I wanted to just sell it and be done with it, but I'm going to be stuck with it for at least a few more years. But that's it. All right. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll put the link in the description as well for the Zingify, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Greeny out.